I'm going to do a walk around on this 2001 Jeep Cherokee. This Jeep has a Pro Comp lift kit on it. Looks like it's about 3 inches, maybe up to 4. There is a shackle in the back on the leaf springs, which I think it's just the original leaf springs. Then it's got transfer case drop. It's got lower control arms, spring shocks, even a, if you can see down there, we have a track bar relocation, sway bar end links as part of that kit. It's got brand new bushings on the lower control arms from Pro Comp. We have an aftermarket front bumper, which is set up for a winch, but I use it for storing a water jug when I go camping. And I have these spotlights out front, some incandescents. And these do a really great job. They're a real narrow, tight beam pattern, so you get really good distance off of them. This is actually a Jeep original part. There's a Chrysler part number sticker down there. And these are, they look pretty much identical to the fog lights on TJ Wranglers, but they were an aftermarket accessory from Jeep back in the late 2000s. So I've got these LED headlights on it. These are really good headlights, put out lots of light. High beams work really well, but they don't have as much penetration as these incandescent spots do. So these are great out there for giving you a really long range down. But overall, the lighting is just, you know, about 1,000 times better than the factory lights. Let's see, we just did a new water pump down there, new thermostat, new upper and lower radiator hoses. We've done new high pressure power steering hose, new valve cover gasket, new oil filter O-rings down there on the adapter, as well as just did an oil change, and a new rear main seal and oil pan gasket. You see the vacuum bottle's been relocated since it cannot longer mount down here where the stock bumper has it. Tires are JK Wrangler tires. These are factory powder coat black with BFG all-terrains in a 265/70/17. So fair bit bigger than stock. They do fit here pretty good. We're taking it off-road. Haven't really gotten any rubbing on the front on anything, but occasionally we'll feel a little bit on the back where those leaf springs are. Other maintenance, let's see, new front rotors and new pads up front. Rear brakes are newer and they're in really good shape and correctly adjusted. So factory drums back there and they work good. We have the hitch down there. Tires are a set of 5, so 5 matching tires and wheels. Good oil pressure. Just passed an emissions test as well. So this seat is in great shape for sitting. As you can see, the vinyl doesn't have any cracks in it. The bolster's in really good shape. So this seat's just been rebuilt with the lower portion from a junkyard. It does have a cigarette burn there, but that was from the donor vehicle, not this one. So this vehicle doesn't smell like cigarette smoke. We've got this rebuilt lower seat, and it is quite comfortable, and it's got the proper support. So it feels like a brand new seat on there. Some floor mats, Rubbermaid, basic ones. Otherwise, just a clean stock Cherokee. Aftermarket head unit, which works, but it's older. No fancy Bluetooth or anything. Headliner's in good condition. It's not falling down like so common these days with age. Everything works. Power windows, power doors, tinted rear windows. So there it is, just a great running old Cherokee. Taken out, had a lot of fun in Moab with it. So drives real nice. It's good little runner. This is worth kind of pointing out. This fender got a little waviness in it at some point during its life. So not perfect, you know, overall. Few paint blemishes here and there, but you know, it's an older Cherokee. You see, door bottom is very good. You know, those can rust frequently. Back's also really good. Just to give you an idea on the underside. So nice and clean. Again, come back here and give you a look underneath. So, again, these doors can rust at the bottom pretty frequently. It's the underside. There's that transfer case skid drop, that Pro Comp. As you can see, it's in very good condition. It's not a rusty Jeep at all. So, again, nice and clean in here. Seats, fabric's in good shape. We have original jack and equipment. We have some Rubbermaid floor mats. Again, headliner's in good shape. Matching tire. Now, this is a fun one. This here is a release. So if you're sleeping in the back or somebody tries to lock you in the back there, you pull that and you can let yourself out the back door. Did modify the rear door a bit there to clear the tire. new water pump, thermostat, upper and lower radiator hoses, new rear main seal, new valve cover gasket, new oil filter gaskets, and new oil pan seal. We have a additional relay mounted over here for these spotlights on the front. Tires are in great shape, lots of tread on them. And that's a set of 5 matching wheels and tread. Front bumper, aftermarket front bumper. Got you a couple of nice red D-rings. And then I got these spotlights. So these are these LED headlights, and here are these incandescent spotlights. Now, these spotlights, even though they're incandescent, they have a really good pattern to them. So these are actually a Jeep branded spotlight that was sold back in the late 2000s. So there's a Jeep part number. It's reminiscent, or looks almost identical to the fog lights that were on Wranglers, but it's a very tight beam pattern. So the combination of the LEDs, which give a lot of light but don't penetrate further forward as much as you would like, combined with these spotlights, gives really good lighting. So it's one thing that incandescents can be real good for, is a long spot. We have an additional relay here that's tied into the high beam circuit, and that's for driving these front lights. So if you're wondering what that red wire is running across there, that's the trigger for this relay. And then the actual wiring right now is run up through here through one of the winch holes. So if you were to put on a winch, you'd want to relocate that. And you'd need to move those front facing lights. So these LED headlights are really very impressive by themselves. Just a whole bunch better than the stock headlights. As you can see, I've got the high beams on, and these incandescents make great high beam driving lights. So they really do put out a lot of light, and more than that, they have a really good pattern. So they definitely add to the driving experience at night. But it's almost to the point where you don't get a chance to ever use them driving around town. It's hard to really show you how bright these lights can be, but they're pretty awesome. I like these a lot.